Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. I'm Jonathan Friedman in the studio. My next guest that's joining us is Itamar Tsabari of Lig Technologies. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming in. And you have an exciting company that was founded in Israel and you've recently launched in the US. Why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about your company?
The name of the company is Lig, and we're practically making legal simple. That is our sole purpose. And we haven't officially launched yet. We're about to launch in about a month. But lawyers will be able to register to our service from the coming week. And since we've noticed that when it comes, 2.5 years ago, I've noticed that when it comes to using legal services, people are at loss. If you are below poverty line, you've got the state on your back, they've got your back. But if you are wealthy enough, you have connections. But if you're just an average person, you really don't know what to do.
So explain to us in a nutshell, what I'm hearing you say is that you basically become almost a referral service or a clearinghouse of sorts for people that have a legal issue and connect them with capable attorneys. So there's a vetting process, or the lawyers join your, is it the lawyers who join your service?
So of course,
how does the service work?
Of course, there are two sides. We're not really a referral service, since we do not refer you. You're actually referring yourself to specific lawyers that specialize in your type of claim. But of course, we have two sides for it, and the lawyers that we're going to have, they're going to be filtered and screened before they join the platform to make sure that they have the values, the set of values that we dearly uphold, which is to give the customer the best possible service and to be as honest as possible. Well, not as possible, honest, period.
Where did you come, how did you develop the concept? How did you develop the idea?
Well, I encountered a problem of my own. About 3 years ago, I really needed a legal service. I didn't know who I should talk to, and I started conducting a research. And to find the right lawyer for me, I thought I found the right lawyer. I didn't. In the middle, he tried to do all sorts of things that weren't very nice. So, and then he told me, you either pay me more or you drop the case. At that point, I told him, if that's the case, then drop the case. Yeah, I'm not going to pay you more than we have agreed on. And then it was back to search for the right lawyer. And it was such a time consuming. And I looked to the left and I looked to the right, and I saw people that they're not as stubborn as I am. They're just waiving their rights. Who has the power to deal with it? I don't know how to deal with it. I don't have the time to do it. And thousands of people are being abused. Their rights are being abused on a daily basis, but they're not. It became a system. People know, the companies know that they're not going to be sued for it, so they feel very comfortable in taking, cutting, stealing from people's salaries and sending bad products. But once you complain, they don't even try to replace it. So it became a system. And I decided to do something about it.
So lawyers would essentially become members? They join your service?
They join our service. They're being rated for the service they're giving. The better service you give, the higher you rate, the more clients you'll get. Eventually, it's just like, plain simple Amazon, eBay.
Rate MD or...
Angie's List.
Yep, Angie's List, where people can rate. So you're getting feedback from the actual users.
Yes, but what we're going to do is even a bit more interesting. Sometimes people are going to courts when they don't really have to. For example, you want to get, unfortunately, a lot of people are divorcing. And they're going to courts, they're fighting over money. They're angry, and they're just continuously fighting for 3 years. At the end of those 3 years, all the money that they were fighting on has gone to the attorneys, basically. And that's not the right way to go. Mediation and arbitration are much better solutions for that. And we're going to show them, just before they're filing into court or even after, you can always choose mediation and arbitration. One click and you're moving to mediation and arbitration. It can save you about 80% of the money that you're going to spend, and most likely you will not hate the person that you were once, that was once your lover.